Dala is a township to the south of downtown Yangon, Myanmar. It is not difficult to observe the difference between their planning strategy, a construct grid form, and an organic pattern. It is a foreseeable future of Yangon population to double in size in 20 years' time. It is a call for the government to expand downtown Yangon to other townships in supporting the additional residents and fostering future social and economic growth. From the little stroll around the township of Dala, what inspired me most is this pure and harmonious land use structure that reflects the living communities. The villages grow and expand from what they need and make use of interspaces for later demanded activities. Various physical and social problems. Dala is located on the floodplain of the Yangon River, which floods during rainy season, where roads are totally soaked in water. Drinking water provision, crop irrigation, retention ponds, and sewage drainage are yet to be improved. Sanitation and solid waste is another controversial health issue, urged for housing facility and waste collection improvement. 40% of the household in Dala is single-parent family, with employment opportunity mostly available only in farm seasonally and downtown Yangon. Proximity and security to local employment and childcare services are essential for the community to make a living. Education provision in Dala is relatively mature. There is a hope for developing an education hub with playfields and vocational training services for future Yangon development. The lack of medical services in the township also encourages the setup of medical school. My aim for this landscape project is to develop a sustainable and organic strategy in improving the living standard and local environment of Dala in light of accommodating the future population and economic growth. My design will only involve minimal intervention that helps the community to build their neighborhood according to their needs, and then limited capital for the redevelopment and expansion. From the case study of Broadacre City and Greenways and Land Councils, my project is inspired by their creation of harmonious land use mix with a macro view of linking villages with ecological corridors. First of all, an analysis is done based on the existing type of community land use in Dala, namely the retention lily ponds, temples and monasteries, school, roadside markets, etc. In light of existing land use, improvements and new land use suggestions are modularized to solve the environmental issues in reducing health risks and enhance the aesthetics of the township. Thinking these land use modules as Lego compartments, there is a relationship between each module. Putting different compartments together gives a synergy and boosts the effect and function of these spaces. This relationship between modules can be a future guideline to villagers in deciding which compartments to be put adjacent with. In the rest of the studio, I will continue to investigate the potential and possibility of these land use modules in developing an organic township as it is now, but also to accommodate the future population and economic growth.